The Houston Texans are not the first team that comes to your mind in the offseason, but they come to mind very, very fast. Now, what is their plan? What are they going to do? I don't know a lot about football, but I do know someone who does. So, J Talk Sports will be telling us about the Texans offseason. Take it away.
The Houston Texans are definitely one of the more fascinating teams to follow here for 2023 coming up. They have a lot of cap space. They've got a lot of draft picks. They have a lot of openings for their roster. According to overthecap.com, they actually have $40.24 million in cap space coming up for 2023 and $188 million in 2024. So not a lot of guys under contract for the Houston Texans. They have a coaching vacancy. They have 2 top 12 draft picks, 5 picks in the top 73 total. So let's get into what they might do a little bit here. Obviously, I think in terms of free agency, Nick Caserio stayed on as general manager after dismissing Lovie Smith from the job. This will be their 4th coach in 4 years. David Culley last year, before it was Bill O'Brien, and then Lovie Smith this year. I think this is going to be the first year you're going to see a coach stay on for a couple of years. I think they're going to look to take that next step. I think they were getting a couple placeholders that were going to take them through the losing. You can agree or disagree with that, but I think that was the goal of the team. I think now you're going to look for them to get a long-term option in there at coaching. In terms of free agency, I don't expect them to be super active. It's still not a very attractive destination, a team that has won just a handful of games the last 2 years, but this should be the draft where they put those pieces in places to make themselves more attractive for 2024 when they have a ton of cap space opening up. More than likely, the team, I think, will look quarterback at number 2, and then look for somewhere on the defensive line or offensive line, number 12. They do have a good left tackle in Laremy Tunsil, so they already have a good blindside pass protector in place for the quarterback. Going to be a little iffy now with that number 2 pick as opposed to number 1, what they're going to do. Someone trades up with the Bears, takes Bryce Young possibly. Is there another quarterback they love? Do they want a Jalen Carter or Will Anderson to beef up that defense, make it nastier, and see if they can do something at 12 at the quarterback position? But I would expect them at some point to target a quarterback here. With that said, with a young quarterback, we then get into coaching search, and the coaching decision will obviously happen before the draft pick. I do expect them to look offense, although you do look, and they've interviewed guys like Raheem Morris, Evero from Denver. So they have interviewed some defensive guys. They've also interviewed Sean Payton. I would think a guy like Ben Johnson from Detroit makes a lot of sense. If you're going to have a rookie quarterback, it makes a lot of sense to pair him with an offensive coach. Now, again, good coaching is good coaching. So if it's a defensive guy that can get the most out of the team, that's great. But I'm sure you'd prefer to have more of an offensive mind to work with that possible new draft pick quarterback to take the team to the next level. Certainly a fascinating team. I think it's actually a good destination for a young coach. Not a ton of pressure, a lot of cap space, a lot of draft capital. Like I said, 5 picks in the top 73. So you can get your quarterback, you can beef up that pass rush, that defensive line. They could go a Jalen Carter at 2. Look for quarterback later in the draft too, if that's something they feel is necessary. That's your very quick and easy Houston Texans look at their 2023 draft and offseason. Have a good one.
Thank you very much, Jay. Appreciate you for having on the channel. But yeah, I agree a lot with most of the things he does say. They need to have a productive offseason if they want to do anything. They had to build around their current pieces as well. Like, for example, Giraffe is their current quarterback. I don't really know what you're going to do with him. Maybe do trade bait for a couple more draft picks for Davis Mills. Maybe you use Brandon Cooks and Dameon Pierce. They have a good running back. Dameon Pierce pretty good, but maybe they dump Brandon Cooks, since he's getting up there in age now too. Probably not going to last for their entire rebuild, or he'll be really, really old. But I think you should use these guys as trade bait as well. I appreciate him for coming out on the channel, but this will be ending today's video. If you have gone on to enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. This is a new channel I'm starting. Let me know in the comments below what team you want to see next, and I'll catch you all next time.